Hello my guys and welcome to another episode. In this episode we have an installation for the Honda Accord. This is gonna be for any 1998 to 2002 Honda Accord. I want to give a shout out to the company Maxpeedingrods. They sent me these coilovers to do a little review. And the installation is very simple. The only problem is that I already had coilovers before. So what we did is just measure the old coilovers and just get the same distance on the colors for the new coilovers. But what we did, we just make these ones a little bit taller, an inch taller, because these springs they're gonna compress probably in like a month. So when you do an installation on coilovers, you need to put them on and just wait like a month at least until the springs settle a little bit, because they're gonna compress, they're gonna go down. You don't want to adjust the right height right away. Let the spring compress and then you can start adjusting the right height. But like I said, for me it's gonna be easier because I already had coilovers before. It doesn't make sense for me to do removal and then do the installation because I have coilovers before. So I'm gonna show you the installation, which is the same as removal. The only thing you need to remove is the 17mm bolt. That bolt right here, it goes through the fork, it goes right here. Remove that one with the nut, that 17mm as well. Put two ratchets on each side with sockets. And for the fork, you have to remove the bolt. That bolt goes all the way through. You have to remove it completely, because if you don't, you're not gonna be able to remove the strut, because this bolt is the one that holds the strut into the fork. Once you finish with those two bolts, right here on the tab, you have to remove these 5 nuts. 2 they're gonna be 12s, and I believe the other 3 they're gonna be 14s. On the new coilovers they change. These ones I believe they're gonna be 13s, and these ones 15s. Same thing for the rear. This is the rear. We already have the true hearts out. The only thing that you need to do, remove that bolt that goes all the way through on the strut, or in my case the coilover. You have to remove your seat and this part of the seat. It has a little hook on the back, so once you remove this, you have to put your key right in there to remove the top of the seats. Once you do that, from this side, put your finger inside and push up on that little hook, and you're gonna be able to remove this part. Once you do that, you're gonna have two, I believe those are 12mm bolts for the strut. The biggest advice that I can give you right now is get somebody to help you, so you don't have to remove more than that, because on the stock suspension the struts they're really tall. So if you don't get somebody to help you pushing down on the whole knuckle, you're gonna have to remove more stuff. In this case, probably you're gonna have to remove that top nut for the upper control arm, so it's gonna give you more leverage. If you remove that, you're gonna have the whole knuckle. You can bring it down and you're gonna have more leverage. But like I said, if you have somebody to help you pushing down on the whole assembly, you're gonna be able to remove the strut. Same thing on the rear. If you don't have anybody to help you pushing down on the knuckle, you're gonna have to remove the upper control arm and this arm as well, so you can get more leverage and pushing down on the knuckle to remove the strut, because like I said before, the stock struts they're really long. The only thing that we need to do right now is just do the installation, same as removal. You just have to put those on, put the fork, put the bolt through, the 5 nuts on top, and the other bolt that goes through for the front. And for the rear, it's just gonna be 1 bolt that goes through and 2 nuts on top. So let's get to it. For these coilovers, they're gonna be compatible for any Honda Accord 1998 to 2002, and for any 1999 to 2003 Acura TL and Acura CL from 2001 to 2003. They're gonna have adjustable damper settings. The top hat is gonna be forged T6061 aluminum. The camber plates, the ones on top. And this part right here, the lower mount, is gonna be a heavy duty steel. So construction is gonna be really solid. Okay guys, starting on the front, we have the coilover. put it on and be ready to put a nut on top. One is enough. Once you have the coilover in place, put your fork. Push down on the knuckle so you can put it in. When you put your fork, make sure it goes all the way up until it hits this top of the coilover. If the fork doesn't want to go in, put some PP blaster in the bottom. That's going to help you to put the fork on. Okay, with PP blaster and hit the fork on the bottom, that's it, it goes all the way in. Now you can put the nut back on. Make sure they put it all the way. That's the one that is going to hold the strut in place, or in this case the coilover. Now for the bottom, you have to put this bolt all the way through, and you have to match the hole from the lower control arm to the fork. In this case, if you push down on the knuckle, or if you get somebody to help you, that's why I said you're gonna need somebody to help you, or you're gonna have to disconnect more stuff. You see, it goes all the way through just by pushing down on the knuckle. Now, put the nut back on. Grab two 17mm sockets. The nut right here on the fork, that's gonna be 15mm. Right here on top, we have the two small nuts right here, and the three large. The small ones, they were 12, now they're 13, and the large ones, they were 14, now they're 15. Okay guys, same thing on the back. Now we gonna put the coilover, but you have to have somebody to help you pushing down on the knuckle, or it's gonna be really hard. We're gonna do the same process, put it on, get a nut ready on top. Okay, right there is in. Have to push down on the knuckle. If you can see right there, it goes in no problem. When you do this the first time, you're gonna have a lot of problem. And on top, it went in. We just gotta put the nuts back on, 15mm. The two nuts, put that bolt all the way through, and that's it. Okay, right here we have the two nuts. Put them on and get them tied. The coilovers, like I said, is 24 weight, adjustable. On the dampers, probably wanna go all the way to one side because I really don't know which is the softest and which is the hardest setting. So we're gonna go to the left all the way, and then we're gonna start driving to test it out. Same thing on the front, it's all the way to the left. Same thing on the other side. We're gonna start working from there. We're gonna drive a little bit to see how the suspension is. If it's really soft, we're gonna move it to the right. If you have problems, line them up the hole on the strut on the coilover to the knuckle, grabbing a screwdriver to match the hole. Once you find the right position, just get the bolt tight. You guys make sure that that bolt is tight, the two nuts on top, they're tight, and that's it. On the right height, I leave them just an inch taller than my other setup, and you just have to loosen up this collar, and you can adjust this part by moving the top part. So actually what you do is just twist the whole top once this collar is loose. Once you measure and you got the desired right height, tighten up this collar. Same thing for the front, make sure that those two collars are tight and move your right height by moving the whole assembly. Once you get the desired right height, tighten up this collar. And the coilover is gonna have two keys to tighten up the collars. Okay guys, the dampening is already set all the way to the left, and we're gonna put the tires back on, remove the jacks, remove the block. We have two chocks on the other side. Make sure that when you do this, you save, put jacks and jack stands, so be careful with this installation. Okay guys, this is gonna be the first drive with the new coilovers. Let's see how it feels. Probably, I think my true hearts, they were really hard. Probably these ones, because you can adjust the dampening. They're gonna be softer than my true hearts. So far, feels pretty good. Oh yeah, definitely they're softer. Yeah, I can tell right away they're softer than the other ones. So probably on that setting that we have right now is the softest setting. Yeah, they feel good. They don't feel really bad, and it's really soft. I can tell because on my other ones they were hard. Like they were really, really hard. So probably, I'm not sure. I haven't checked on their website, but probably counterclockwise all the way is the softest setting. We're gonna move it all the way to the other side clockwise to see how the car feels. Let's see if we can notice any difference on that. So let's go back home and adjust the dampening. That's the right height right now. We're gonna wait like a month to start adjusting the coilovers. Let's go the other way. All the way. Same thing for the other three. Okay, let's go one more time and let's see how it feels. Oh yeah. Yep, definitely. Okay, so yep, feels really good like that, all the way to the right. I don't like the coilovers to be soft, especially if I had to take tight turns. I'm just gonna leave them like that. So let's go back home and finish this episode. Yeah, I can tell right away. Super solid now. They feel pretty good now. Yeah. The other way, it was too soft. It was bouncy. I just don't like that on coilovers. I think on the stiffest setting, it's a lot better for me. But the good thing is that you can adjust dampening with these coilovers. On the other ones, no, you cannot adjust anything. The other ones, the other setup that I used to have. But with these ones, feels pretty good like that. Okay guys, so I leave it with that. Shout out to the company Maxpeedingrods for the coilovers. Also, I'm gonna leave the link in the description for the coilovers and a 15% off coupon. The code is gonna be bullet. So I leave it with that guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next one. Peace.